Hey everyone, John Thomas here with the HomeSalesForce.com team, brokered by eXp Realty. Today I'd like to bring you one of a series of interviews we've done with folks who have come over from other companies to eXp Realty. So let's take it away.
All right, I'm here with my good friend Dan McCabe, a guy I've known for, every bit of 10 or 12 years now, I'm sure.
It's been a while.
Yeah, so we've known each other for a long time. You're in the Minneapolis, Minnesota marketplace, right?
Yep.
And you got into real estate years and years ago, and we ran into each other at a mastermind with, I believe it was Dan Kennedy.
I think it was Nick Nanton.
It was Nick Nanton. That's right. You're right. We both spent a lot of money in a lot of places.
We did.
That's one thing we
did that for sure.
Have
Always
in
got to
common
learn.
for sure. Spending that money to learn and grow. So you have a brokerage. Tell your story. I mean, you've been in real estate forever. You've done a number of different things very successfully and some unsuccessfully, as we always say.
Hey, that happens. That's how we learn. But yeah, I started out. I was 19 years old. Bought my first house. Fixed it up. Realized that. It was just a better way. So I was in college at the time, and I could either go pay rent or I could buy the house and get 3 other people to pay the rent for me or pay my mortgage for me. I got the biggest bedroom in the house. I got the master bath. I got the space in the garage, which in Minnesota is a big deal. So yeah, I started there, and I ended up graduating the University of St. Thomas with my degree in real estate and finance. So it was a 4-year degree. It was a Bachelor of Science, so BS in real estate. Take that for what you want. But yeah, after that, I went to construction for a brief period, got up on a roof in the middle of December, and I was like, yep, time to go put that license to use that I got in college. Jumped in with Coldwell Banker right away. Became the Rookie of the Year agent at Coldwell Banker in my local market, which was cool, but I quickly realized that I was giving up a lot in fees. Went over to Remax, still was producing pretty well, but I realized that the only way to make more money in real estate was to sell more houses. And how can I duplicate myself? So I went off and became a broker. So
you have an own independent then at that time?
Yep, I had my own little independent called Community Trust Realty. We grew to about 15 agents. Timing, you'll hear me say you can't choose timing all the time. My timing wasn't so good because I did it right before the bubble burst, so to speak, as they say in the news. And it was an interesting time because I was managing a lot of agents who were doing foreclosures and short sales, which just really wasn't my thing. So all of a sudden, it was a lot harder to do a transaction. The banks were beating us up on commissions. And
pay you less, take longer to get paid, not fun at all.
So that's, that was the point where I switched over. I'm looking at all these foreclosures. I went into investing. I've been investing pretty regularly since 2008, flipped hundreds of houses.
I would say you're an expert at the investing game. So I mean, that's definitely a skill set that you and you teach others. The strategy that you use as well.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, we flipped a lot of houses, and since 2012, we've been building and developing a lot of houses. And we have our own boutique brokerage now, but we recently made the switch with you because.
So why? So why eXp? You have your own independent small brokerage. Nobody's telling you what to do. Nobody's messing with you. Why this opportunity? Why now? What did you see in this opportunity?
Honestly, it was when I started seeing really credible people making the leap. When I saw you make the leap. And then I heard about Curtis making the leap, and I heard about all these different mega agents making the leap. I decided I need to investigate it a little bit more. But really, the ultimate opportunity I saw was what I was always looking for when I first formed my brokerage. So I don't think I ever told you this, but when I formed my first brokerage, I had a model where the agents could have a revenue share based on agents they brought in. I had this idea. I was like the brainchild of this. I stayed up all night. I entrepreneurial seized this for days.
They called you Napster.
Yeah, I spent a year. I spent money. I did all this stuff. I opened it up, and then I turn around, and here comes Keller. Here comes X. I'm like, oh man, all these guys are doing it. And they got way deeper pockets than me. But what I saw with eXp and made the leap with you was just that they have everything that I wanted back then. They got the training systems. We got the partnership with NAEA for your guys' training systems, which is huge. They got the back office. They got the technology. They got all the stuff that I wanted that I couldn't do on a relatively limited budget. Plus, now I don't have the responsibility or liability to all those agents.
Yeah, that's it. We had an interesting story, and I'm not sure if you even heard it. We had one of our agents that had the photographer got shot in the house.
Did not hear that one.
And I mean, it's I mean, you think about the liability. You know, well, did they use whose key did they use to get in? Was there an appointment set? And you know, they're an independent brokerage, so that liability falls on them, and that's not covered by E&O. So like, you know, you never know what's going to happen in this business. So like, just getting that stuff, you know, the liability off of your plate, and really not anything that we like to do. It's just because you have to do it.
Right.
And you know, I think some people fear maybe that, you know, oh well, I get to do whatever I want as my own independent. Well, you know, that's definitely been the experience I've had at eXp. You know, they're not trying to police how I do my business by any stretch of the imagination. So definitely a huge advantage. So you seem to get the model. You seem to get our place in it, and how NAE and the alignment and structure, how we can make things more duplicatable works. You might just maybe talk a little bit about what you see and how we can make that even better, because I know that you have some knowledge around this side of things.
Yeah, well, you know, the recruiting piece, we did that as a small brokerage, and I have a lot of experience in that in my life, and I've run the local real estate networking group for the last 7 years. We've always been recruiting for membership for that and things like that. I guess, one of the things I like with this is that we're able to go out and get people, and we don't have to be responsible for their every move. If somebody wants to do their own thing, they got the freedom to do their own thing. If they want to be a part of our team atmosphere and our culture, they can be a part of that as well. One of the other things that's really cool, though, about the revenue share plan and people going out there and building that team and creating that culture they want below them, underneath them, is that as soon as they start doing that, they're bought in. It's an incredibly kind of sticky business. I don't have a better way to say it.
Right.
It's between the shares that you receive upon sales and upon helping grow the company by bringing in other agents. And then when they do the exact same thing, where are they going to go?
Right. Why would you leave? I mean, what would happen? I mean, I can't think of what would happen that would make me want to leave and go somewhere else. And when I even find myself, I mean, and it's even weird saying this, but I find myself, even with this alignment, spending way more time than I probably would have if you paid me. With just this opportunity and really trying to help every single person that I can. And it's fascinating. I'm on the phone all day, every day, and I love it. And I'm really getting to help people, and it's really part of my passion and purpose. I think that's why I really enjoy it. But but you see that, you feel it like real quickly within the whole entire organization. This complete alignment of people wanting to help each other, top to bottom, and that's just been really cool.
Absolutely.
I've never experienced it at this level. It's very, very, very fascinating.
And just touching on that, one of the things I like about the partnership with NAEA, and one of the things I like about this group that we have going with a lot of us, is that we're going to attract good agents, and we're going to attract people that want to sell houses, because we've created a system and a platform to help people go out and sell houses. We talk about the revenue share. People talk about the revenue share a lot, and I think some people talk about it almost too much sometimes because it's there and it's cool. But at the end of the day, it's about making all of us better and going out there and selling houses and building the business we want to build. And as we're growing and building and we're doing the revenue share as well, it's just like we have a whole bunch of irons in the fire, but it's all in one local spot.
It's a perfect platform. I've just never seen anything like it. I've worked really hard trying to do the same thing you did, trying to figure out the best model in real estate. And I'm just glad. I'm thankful for Glenn Sanford for dreaming this one up and allowing us to take part in it. So
thank him for executing it.
Execution, man. And they put in 7 hard years before it started to take off like it is now. And I know those were hard years. And they did a great job. But it's awesome, man. And I'm just glad we're working together, man. So it's always good to have you as a business partner. Pleasure. And looking forward to taking it over.
We got big things coming, man. Looking forward to it.
Yep. So as we say it in AEA, we'll see you at the top or from the top.
As always, if you'd like more information, look for one of the links attached to the video here or at the end. Thanks.